So this one, we've got an equation. Anything with an equal sign is called an equation in math. We've got a number to the right. It's 5/3. It's a fraction. We want to check to see if that satisfies this equation. The way to do that is we got to take our 5/3, plug it in for x here, but also plug it in for x here, because this equation has x on the left and x on the right. So x gets replaced with 5/3. In fact, we're going to say x is 5/3. So we're going to rewrite the equation with 5/3 in it instead of x. And it's a good habit that whenever you substitute number in for a letter, you put parentheses. So we go parentheses 5/3. See that? So in place of x, it's parentheses 5/3, right? And then you go plus 4 equals 4, and then parentheses 5/3 minus 1, right? Now, we've got to simplify the left. 5/3 plus 4. We're adding a fraction with a whole number. Let's turn that whole number into a fraction. 4 over 1. Good. Now let's get a common denominator. How would we get a common denominator? Yeah, multiply it by 3 over 3. Good. Yeah. So the 4 over 1 becomes 12 over 3. Or in other words, 12 over 3 makes 4, right? Yeah, so we got 5/3 now plus 12 over 3. And let's just stick on this one. What does that make? 5/3 and 12/3. 17/3. So the left, when I plug 5/3 into the left, I get 17/3, right? And I got to watch my Irish accent because I usually say thirds. All right, 4 times 5/3. 4 over 1 is, so we got to, here we're actually multiplying fractions. So we turn that 4 into 4 over 1. Now 4 times 5. Yeah, 4 times, so you go 4 times 5 is, so here we're multiplying, yeah, so here we're multiplying 4 times 5/3, right? So 4 times 5 is 20, yeah. And on the bottom, 1 times 3. Good. Now here we have just the number 1. But we want to turn that into thirds also because we need the same type of fraction to deal with, right? So I want this to be, subtract something over 3. Because I need the same thing on the bottom so I can actually subtract. So how do we turn 1 into thirds?
Would it be negative 3 over 3?
It would be negative 3 over 3 because 3 over 3 is 1. But let's just go through the step. You turn the 1 into 1 over 1 and then multiply it by 3 over 3. See that? And then that becomes 3/3. 3 over 3 is just 1. So this 1 is just 3 over 3. So we have made same type of fraction. We've got the lowest common denominator of 3, right? So 20/3 minus 3/3 makes 17 over 3. 17/3. All right. So we have. So what can we say? What's the answer then?
It's correct.
Yeah, this is correct. This number does solve the equation because when I plug it into the equation, I get the same thing on both sides. So the answer is yes. 5/3 solves the equation. There we go. Good.